Hi everyone, it's Happy Mail Queen. Today I have a tutorial for you guys. I had shared the angel dress rosette die and the ornament that I created using the die. And I did mention that I did do a tutorial, so I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys today. First, you're going to take your die and you're going to go ahead and cut two pieces. You're going to go ahead and fold your score lines. So the die does create score lines, as you can see right here. But depending on how thick your paper is, you may have to go back and score the lines with your bone folder if they are not folding correctly. So like if it bends easily like this, then you don't have to, but as you can see here, there are the score lines. So I've already folded this one right here, but we're going to go ahead and continue and fold this one. So let me just put this die aside. So just go ahead and keep fan folding it. So this piece is going to attach to this piece right here. So I would actually start with valley folding this one instead of mountain folding it. So basically you're going to fold this way. Okay. So that way that will attach to this. You're going to glue that together later. Okay, this is going to attach here like so. We're going to glue this together, okay? But first, I think I'm going to cut this one panel down because I want the end to be folding down, okay? Instead of folding up this way. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to cut this part off. And then for this one, I'm just going to cut actually that little piece here. I'm going to cut one more off from this side because then, do you see? It's folded upward and I want it to be downward. So we'll cut one more off on this side. Okay, so, all right, so I hope that made sense because I want it folded downward on the edges, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and glue this part. So you're gonna need some kind of glue. You can use your hot glue. You are gonna use some hot glue, especially for the bead. But you could also use like a little bit of this Fabri-Tac if you wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this part here. And I'm not going to glue the top part because I'm going to go ahead and fold that down. So from the score line and up, I'm going to leave that alone, okay? So we're only gluing the bottom portion from the score line and down here. I'm going to go ahead and use some ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and use silver. So I'm not going to use the cording because I don't have silver cording. At least I don't think I do. Or maybe I do somewhere. And then also cut a piece for your bead, the head, if you're going to make this an ornament. Okay, so you're going to cut a little loop. Cut ribbon so that you can do your loop. So we're going to go ahead and cut about, I'm going to make mine about this long. Okay, and then you're going to cut another piece just to tie around the neck. I'm going to call it the neck part of your dress, because you want this to stay that shape. Okay, so go ahead and make a knot. And I'm actually going to do my knot on the very front, because that way I can cover it up with another piece of ribbon when I make a bow on the front. Okay, now this part, you're going to separate. Remember that piece that you didn't fold? Oh, I should have cut it first. Sorry. I should have cut that piece first before. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead, actually. I think it'll be easier if I glue it and then just trim it. I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Sorry. I think I did glue it the first time I did this. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of just hot glue. And I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to cut. So this is where I glued that little flap. I'm going to cut right next to it. And just cut it up to where I'm going to, just up to that score line where it separates. Okay, like that. And then we're going to glue this down. Okay, so put a little bit of glue here. Just make sure you put enough glue so that it will stay down, but not too much. You don't want it to ooze. You don't want to put too much glue either. Okay, and then now we're going to do the other side, and we're going to put glue here to glue this down. Already glued down. I'm going to hang my angel. So go ahead and fold this over, make a knot at the end. And then we're going to put this through. You can use your scissors or your tweezers, okay? That way you have this, we want it to hang, right? And you're only doing this if you are going to hang it, okay? If you're going to make an ornament. Okay, so then what you want to do is to put a little bit of glue here on the inside of the bead. I'm actually going to put that knot in there just to make sure that that stays, okay? Then you're going to put more glue on the top as well, just to make sure that that holds. So to create your halo, you're going to take the pipe cleaner, and what I did was either take a bottle that's going to create your circular shape, or you can use a cap. I think I actually used this cap for my glue bottle, and I just put it around like so to make a circle. A circle that's maybe like 3/4 of an inch, so that it will fit on your, I don't know if this is a 20 or 22 millimeter bead, but just enough to make that circle. And then I'm just going to twist it like so, and then cut it, okay? But if you also, it depends on how you want your, now I glued mine right on top of the head. I went ahead and did this and I glued it down. But if you want the halo to be above like this, one way you can do it is you can maybe just glue the back part, and you can leave it like this. Okay, so just glue the back part, but don't glue this part, but just keep it above the head or the bead. Or you can also create a little tail and cut here. And put this through. And you could just glue that part down on the back like so. So it just depends on the look you're going for. So for me though, I think I don't mind that it sits right on top of the head. So I'm just gonna glue mine on top of the head. So what I do is I just put a little bit of glue here where I want that to be glued. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down like so. Okay, just depends on how you want to do it. And then I'll go in the back now and then just put a little bit more glue. Just in that area. Alright, so that's how I do mine. Okay? And then this part right here, I like to just secure it so that when I glue the head in the front, I'm also putting that little tail inside between the groove. Between the groove here. I mean, you don't have to. Honestly, you don't have to. It should stay. But I just like to put the little tail there. So, and then put glue and then close this together just for more security. Okay? So, but first, before you do that, go ahead and put glue here. So we're going to put, I'm going to close this like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit of glue here. And then we'll go ahead and put our head and put that little tail in between. And go ahead and set your head right on there. And just make sure you center it. Which I hope I'm doing. Okay, just hold that down for a little bit till it's dry. Okay, and then turn it over the other side. And there's the little tail. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue there. And I'm just going to close that. And if you want, you can just go ahead and put more glue there just to secure it. Like right here. Okay, just a little bit, just to make sure that that holds. So once that's dry, go ahead and turn it over the other way. And then all you need to do now is to put your bow there. Okay, and just kind of shape it how you want it. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and create a small bow. And I'm going to glue it right there. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this on right there. So that way it's seamless. You don't see the head any space between the head and the neck of the rosette. Okay, and then go ahead and cut it. Cut your bow. And there you go. There is your angel. So isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And you can just make a bunch of these if you have a few of these beads. I think she sells them 10 each, 10 per order. So you can create like several of these just using your paper, a little bit of bow and glue, and then that bead, and you have a nice angel ornament. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys like the video. Give me a thumbs up and see you on my next video.